Jorge Masvidal on the Punchin In Podcast picked Kamaru Usman to defeat Colby Covington. He said that Colby is surrounded by yes men and that he's not going to do anything different.
I think who's going to win and who I want to win is Usman. I think the power that he showed in his last fights and the little bit of gaps that he's been making, it's where Colby's never felt comfortable in and just can't produce power. He's tried his whole life to do it, He can take all the steroids he wants and stuff, he's still not going to have power. And I mean, the team that he's at right now is just a bunch of yes men. They're just telling him yes to whatever he says. You can tell by the attitudes and stuff. I don't think he's gonna do anything different there. I think it's gonna get worse and worse. I don't see that his grappling's gotten any better. He's gonna have to grapple with Usman if he wants to get him down, and Usman can wrestle back into him a little bit. So I could see Colby getting tired and then Usman landing some big shots,
Cory Sandhagen reacted to his loss to Petr Yan and posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "Tough sport. Hell of a fight, Yan. Learn. Get better. The ship keeps sailing. I'm going to be champ one day." John Jones recently sent a message to all the fighters who have been calling him out. He tweeted, "New rule. Don't call me out until you defend your belt at least twice. I'm getting sick of this. Everybody talking about what they're going to do. Can't even beat the other contenders." Anthony Johnson reacted to Glover Teixeira's title win and posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "He did it. So happy for my brother at Glover Teixeira on becoming the UFC champion. You kept pushing and accomplished your goal and motivated me to get back even more. You deserve the belt."
Just got on the G5 headed to New York. Now it's my turn.
Michael Chandler on the UFC Unfiltered podcast gave his thoughts on his upcoming fight against Justin Gaethje.
I do think he is one of the craziest and scariest guys in the division. Most of the time it's blunder. Most of the time it's, building the fight up. Justin Gaethje, I truly believe, means it. And you guys are the beneficiary. The fans are the beneficiary. Even myself looking for a guy to compete against, I'm a beneficiary. Justin Gaethje was one of the first names on the list that I wanted to fight. I said, I had my top 5 kind of hit list of guys that I wanted to fight, wanted to compete against, wanted to test myself against. Justin Gaethje was on the top of that list. Obviously I wanted to make the best decisions I possibly could to get toward the title because that was the ultimate goal. But, he's coming off a title fight loss. I'm coming off of a title fight loss. Both of our dreams have been shattered. The dream of holding UFC gold had been shattered in our previous fight. So I'm expecting the best Justin Gaethje, and I'm expecting my best performance, and here we go. You got to make moves on the fly. I'm not a guy who makes the right decisions all the time. A lot of times I make ill-advised yet entertaining decisions inside the octagon, inside the cage. So does Justin. So we're going to see how the fight progresses. All I know is for 15
Michael
minutes,
Chandler on the UFC Unfiltered podcast gave his thoughts on his upcoming fight against Justin Gaethje. Dana White, the UFC 267 post-fight press conference, gave his thoughts on Petr Yan's unanimous decision win over Cory Sandhagen. Michael Chandler on the UFC Unfiltered.
Either way, I know I have the power to knock him out. I know I've been training to knock him out. I've been training in my sparring sessions to be the most dangerous that I've ever been on the feet. So we'll go from there.
Thank you, everybody. We're gonna smash everybody. I love you guys.
You tell him? Yeah. I'm not a great striker, but I will put you by the cabeça. Hold on.
Dana White, the UFC 267 post-fight press conference, gave his thoughts on Petr Yan's unanimous decision win over Cory Sandhagen.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, the fight was awesome. Talking about Sandhagen Sandhagen, staying on the outside and using his distance. Well, the counter punching by both of those guys, the body punching by both of those guys, the kicks to the body. I mean, those two went to absolute war tonight. Petr Yan is a savage. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's unstoppable. He just keeps moving forward. And here we are, I just think Yan is such a savage, man. You can't stop that guy. He keeps moving forward. Like I said a second ago, the counter punching, the punches to the body, spinning back fist, never getting frustrated when Sandhagen was on the outside, hitting him with, picking him apart, moving, running around the octagon, he stayed right on him, kept putting pressure on him, kept trying to break him down and wear him down. I mean, you couldn't get a more durable, technical, badass guy than Petr Yan. If you look at the way that whole thing played out in the last fight, this was the right way for this to go. He's the champ. He and Aljamain will do it again.
All right, special video here for the pronunciation police. Police chief, you know who you are. This is in advance of UFC 267. You can check back if you have an alternate pronunciation. Listen to all the files. I practiced every name. Alan Nascimento, Tagirulanbekov, Damir Ismagulov, Magomed Mustafayev, Andre Petrosky, that one's not too bad for the Philadelphian, Hu Yaotsong, Lerone Murphy, don't call him Leron, Makwanamir Khani, Michal Oleksiejczuk, shout out to Daniel Cormier, that's his favorite pronunciation on the roster, Shamil Gamzatov, not Gamzatov, Gamzatov, Benoit Saint-Denis. Can you tell I took French for a lot of years? Eliseo Zaleski dos Santos, no Rio de Janeiro regionalism, by the way. Roman Kopolov, Albert Duraev, Zubaira Tahugov, Ricardo Ramos, Vina Janji-Doba, Amanda Hibas, Volkan Oezdemir, Magomed Ankalaev, Khamzat Chimaev, Li Jingliang, Marcin Tybura. And I think it's kind of easy lifting the rest of the way. Islam Makhachev, not Makhachev, Makhachev. Cory Sandhagen, Petr Yan, don't call him Peter. Glover Teixeira, not Texera, Teixeira. And the legendary Polish power that belongs to Jan Blachowicz.
I just got conned out of $200, and let me tell you this story. As I was getting onto the on-ramp, I see a car to the side and a kid hanging outside of it, runs in front of my car and stops me. I pull over to the side. I say, hey, what's going on, man? Thinking that something serious is happening. Starts asking that he needs money, he needs to fill up his tank or some crap, and he needs to get to LA, he's trying to get home, he needs some money. He starts handing me his jewelry, starts handing me his rings, his necklaces, all this stuff. All of it's fake. Tries to give me a Rolex, by the way. And I was like, man, no, just keep going. I don't have any cash on me, I don't have any cash on me. It got to the point where it was just kind of uncomfortable, and I just reached in my glove or center console and I pulled out a thing of ones and I just went to hand it to him. I didn't realize inside that I had $200. He grabs it and sees I gave him $200. And the next thing he does is starts taking off more jewelry and starts asking for more money. I need 300 more. I need 300 more. It's like saying if you give them an inch, they'll take you for miles. That's exactly what this kid did. He saw that I had some more money and he wanted more money. And it got to the point where, I thought I was doing a good deed. And next thing I know, I gave it to a kid that probably doesn't need it. And, that money was intended for people that actually needed it. And it kind of bums me out right now. So that's how my day is going. I got conned out of $200 that I was trying to donate, and I went to a kid that's probably gonna buy bottles and make himself look cool with more fake jewelry.